everyone, it's the Jose32 back again, and this is 366 days of cards. And today I decided to do something a little bit different. I decided to do kind of my top favorite decks. Unfortunately, I was going through all my decks trying to figure out which ones were the best, or that I liked the most, and I ended up with about 35 decks. So, let's get right into it. This may take a while, hopefully not. And this is in no random order, but the first one I picked up is a white Arle. I like this deck because out of all the Arle decks, it has the best quality magic finish, just like the Blue Crown and other decks. And it's the first white Arle, so it looks great, it handles great, it's got the nice Arle faces. Can't go wrong with that. Plus, it's got some double backwards. Next on my list is Tally Hole. Any Tally Hole. Tally Hole circle backs, fan backs, doesn't matter what it is, I love Tally Holes. I think they're awesome cards. Look at that. This is like one of my oldest Tally Holes, and it still spreads beautifully. It's one of the best handling cards around. And they look great. And even better, the black decks come with 2 actual jokers as opposed to a guaranteed joker, if you're interested in those. Next, the Blades decks. I like all 3 decks. I pulled out specifically the white Blades deck because it just looks really nice. These cards handle nice. They got nice back designs. Magic finish. The jokers are pretty cool. And they just handle really nice. Next on the list we got the White Lions. Doesn't matter if it's red, blue, ultraviolet. Again, awesome cards, they handle nicely. I like the back design. And the faces, of course. The jokers are very interesting. The Ace of Spades is nice, whatever it is. And it's up there. And of course, we have one David Blaine deck. You gotta have the other. And it's a split Spades. And again, it doesn't matter what color, red, blue, black. They are terrific. Again, another one of my definite favorites. They handle great, they look great. Very interesting Ace of Spades. The jokers are interesting and everything. Just really nice. Next, and I'm hoping you can see all of this. Next is another one of my favorites that I reviewed recently, the Jack deck. And this one is really nice. I like the faces, all custom face artwork. The court cards are amazing. Pips are all really nice. Jokers are cool. And the Ace of Spades, wherever it is, it's also really nice. And the back design, fantastic. I love it. And they just handle really nice. And again, this is in no particular order. This is one of my favorite decks. I'm probably going to say that I want, however. Another great deck, the Monarchs. And I just so happened to have pulled out, and I just really like it. I mean, look at this box. It's really nice. They went a little bit crazy with the embossing, but it looks good. And even better is the gold. Oh crap, you didn't see it. The gold Monarchs. Because it actually look like the box, more or less. It's even better than the regular Monarchs. And again, you get the good Fear 11 quality, you get a double backer. Really nice old school jokers. Ace of Spades is nice. I just really like the Monarchs. Alright. Next on the list is the crown, specifically the black crown. But I like all crown decks. But the black crown, as you can see, very simplistic, very nice. And the cards themselves, really nice looking. I really like the back design, the black and the silver. I really like Arco faces. I like the Ace of Spades in the crown deck. And the jokers, they're alright. They're nothing too fancy, but they're not bad. Of course, you do get a double backer as well. Oh, did you look at that? My phone's vibrating. But I don't care. It's the work phone, and people are using it for personal use. And it's not that they're calling me, they're trying to call somebody else. So, anyways, back to the crown decks. I like them. Next, I pull out the Magic Con deck. And why I like this one? Again, simplicity. Look at that back design. It's really nice, simple back design. I like that color. Really nice blue color. And this handle's nice. It's one of the first decks that had the magic finish. And it's really overall nice. Just the standard faces. Ace of Spades is really plain. And no jokers or anything like that. And it looks like there may be another one of these coming this year with MagicCon happening again next month. So if you go to MagicCon, make sure you pick one up for me. That's all I ask. It's not too much. I don't even pay you for it, even if they're giving it for free. Next, the Smoke and Mirrors deck, especially the V6. I also like the V1s, especially the black ones. But the V6, I just like that color red. Again, cards handle really nicely. Great finish, great stock. Look at that beautiful fan. And the faces, just really nice. Anything by Dan&Dave is really nice. Especially the Smoke and Mirrors. Which, by the way, looks like there's going to be a V7. And that's probably going to be what it looks like. And I'll definitely be looking forward to that. When is it coming? I don't know. Probably whenever they usually launch the V7s. Next, I have a B. Pretty much any B deck. I like B decks. Are pretty good quality. The handle nice and everything. I especially like this one though. The acorn backs, the black and silver ones. Again, I like that color combination. And again, this handles nicely, as you can see. And I also really like about this one is these kind of old school, big court cards with the nice colored faces. I like the Ace of Spades. These jokers are interesting overall. Nice deck. All B decks are pretty nice. Especially acorn backs, they're nice. But there's others that are good too. Next on the list is the Charity Water deck. Again, really nice. I like the box. Again, pretty simplistic cards. And nothing just spectacular on the faces, as you can see. Pretty simplistic. The Ace of Spades is nice. But the back design is definitely different than what we're used to seeing. And again, they handle really nicely. Apologize if I'm going fast. I'm trying to get through all of this pretty quickly. Next on the list, Sentinels. Why not? They're one of the first 311 decks I got. All the faces are custom and definitely very interesting. You can see, from as far as I can tell, this style deck, which is not in my list, kind of bored from the faces and the court cards. The Ace of Spades is pretty nice. I like it. I actually used it as an avatar on my channel for a while. Again, just really nice deck overall. There's the back design. Next is the Bicycle Brimstone deck. One of my favorite black decks on, I guess, at the Blades Midnight. Speaking of which, there's a new Blades Blood edition coming soon. But anyways, this one I really like the metallic colors. I like the golds and the reds, the custom artwork, gaff cards, double backers. Just really nice overall. Very nice deck. The jokers are very interesting, creative. The Ace of Spades, somewhere in there is nice. And the back design, also really nice. And the guy who created this deck, Russell Kurtzwald's got a new deck coming out soon, the Americana. Definitely look forward to that one. I think this is Russell Kurtzwald deck. Yes, thought so. Alright, next on the list, we're almost halfway, is the Absolute Vodka deck. And again, this one is pretty interesting. I like these narrow borders. These cards are very, very thin compared to regular bicycles and USBC decks, and this is not a USBC deck. One of the few non-USBC decks in my top 35. Court cards are very interesting. Ace of Spades, nothing much to it. Even better, all the cards have recipes for alcoholic beverages on it, of course. Not good for a lot of you because you guys are underage, but for me and some of my subscribers, it's okay. I also like the, I just saw that, the Joker with an empty bottle of vodka or whatever going, I don't know, it's empty, I didn't do it. Something like that. Next on the list is the Artifice, of course. Especially the ones with the white borders, the blue and the emerald. But any Artifice deck is good to me, because they are awesome. They handle really nicely. I like them. The back design is very nice and elegant, even with a border on it. The border is pretty thin, but it serves its purpose. And was done at the request of many magicians. Jokers, really nice for reveal court cards. I like them, especially without the borders. Pips, all very interesting. Ace of Spades, majestic, if you will. So overall, really nice deck. I love my Artificers. So much so that I've traded a gold arcane for a red Artifice, so that I have two red Artificers instead of arcanes, because I like Artifice decks more than arcanes. Good trade in my opinion. Plus I think the red Artifice is a lot more rarer than a gold arcane. Alright. Next on the list, Virginia Slims. Even though I'm not a smoker, these are from the tobacco company, you gotta admit the back designs with the nice shiny gold, and you've come a long way, baby. It's pretty nice. Ingenious, if you will. These are vintage cards. They handle great though. And the faces of a story. I mean, look at these faces, just amazing. Custom faces. The aces, all pretty interesting. Court cards, very interesting. Lifelike. Joker, the only guy in the deck is a Joker, and he's pretty goofy looking, as you can see. I like that, it's just funny. nice deck. Ooh, 15 minutes already. I apologize if this video is really long. Next is the studs. Specifically, these older studs. I like the new ones too, but these older ones just handle really nicely. They're really thin cards. I like the faces, of course. Arco faces. Jokers I'm not too fond of. Same with the Ace of Spades, but everything else is really nice. And again, nice deck. Especially, like I said, these older ones seem to be, I don't know. There's something about them. They're a little bit different, thinner, a little bit better, I guess. Next is the Aristocrat banknote cards. Again, really nice back designs. Really good stock and quality. And the faces, standard bicycles with some nice color choices. The Ace of Spades, standard Aristocrat. The Jokers, pretty interesting, I think. I've actually seen that Joker in a lot of vintage decks on eBay. Next, yes, an Aladdin. The 1001 Aladdin Vintage Series Dome back. And I only have the red one right now, but I have ordered some blue ones. Definitely looking forward to getting them. See, they handle really nicely. Unlike the regular Aladdins, they have air cushion thinness as opposed to a smooth thinness, which is great. I like that a lot better than the smooth thinness. The Jokers, as you can see, are pretty interesting. And the Ace of Spades is nice and everything. Pretty cool. I like these dome backs, especially like the back design. Really nice. Next on the list is another deck that is not a USB-C deck. It is the Prime, the Prime deck from Italy. Again, this is a deck that I was really surprised with when I opened them up, because they just handle really nicely. And I wasn't expecting that from a non-USB-C deck, but look at that. It's a perfect spread. It's amazing. These cards do have some, excuse me, I dropped the card. Some really nice thin borders. They handle nice so far. The back design is very interesting and angelic, if you will. And the aces, look at that. The aces are all custom and interesting. And the court cards are pretty nice and everything. And the Jokers being puppets actually is kind of cool too. Overall, it's a pretty nice deck. You should definitely check it out. Got it on eBay in case you're wondering. I do have a website though. Next on my list is a Bicycle Premier back from BM Poker World, even though I am not a huge fan of BM Poker World because he banned me from his website. I do like these. The back design is, interesting. But what I really like is the faces. Especially these nice metallic gold colors and a nice colored court cards and everything. It's a really nice deck. Ace of Spades really jumps out at you and everything. Overall, I like the gold and the maroon colors. And a good job by Mike. Apparently he's working on another one, but I won't be able to get it immediately because he won't sell it to me. But anyways, these are pretty interesting. Look at that. They look pretty cool in a spread and everything. I just had to have them on my list. Next is the Bicycle Centurions. I had the white Centurions, but I went with the black ones. I just didn't feel like pulling out the white ones. Plus the white ones, the box is very plain. And again, these are pretty nice. Ace of Spades is cool. jokers are pretty interesting. And the back design is just one that I've always been a fan of. And again, they handle really nice considering how old they are. Not that old, but they're getting there. Next on my list is Anglos, another good non-USBC deck. And I really like, these are the rug backs, they're really nice. A nice good stock and finish, pretty much air cushion. I really like the colors on this one, the purple and the green, it's really, really nice. Faces are really nice. Same with the court cards, you know, everything is pretty interesting. Pretty nice in my opinion, although nothing too spectacular. This one I also like. It's a different back design. It's the back design they used on their jumbo sized decks, and they put them on these regular sized decks. And I really like how that back design jumps out. So I thought I would sew it. And the faces are a little bit different. As you can see, there is a bit of coloring in the center, and they're also jumbo indices, but other than that they're basically the same. Next is the Titanium series decks, the Bicycle and Tally House especially, but also the Bees. I really like the Titaniums. They're good quality decks. The colors are interesting. And again, they're really nice, good finish. And it's got some nice metallic-y colors. I also like the Masters Edition decks, although I didn't put them in here. But I thought that I would mention them. I didn't even take the 7 Masters into consideration. I forgot to look at that one completely. But the Masters decks are also good quality decks and really nice. Next is these gold Cupid backs. I think these are from Ace King. He's behind them. I just really like the red and the gold and the blue and gold. They're just really nice. A really nice take on a vintage design. And it's not fanning very nicely though. Stock is feeling pretty interesting, but other than that, pretty much standard, except for a gold joker and a red joker. But anyways, I just like those gold ones, they're nice. Next, the Bicycle Raider, specifically of a white Raider. Again, good quality deck, really nice back design. I also like the black ones, but the black ones, the colors on the faces are really bright and they really jump out at you. But that's what the black one looks like. It's a cool double backer. The jokers are pretty interesting. Faces fairly standard, but nice colors. I like them. That's what you get in that. I don't know where the Ace of Spades is. It's in there somewhere. Ah, there it is. It's not bad. We're getting there. We're down to about 7 or 8 decks. I apologize for this being so long. Next is the Black Tiger. One of my other favorite black decks, because I really like the white and black colors. And this one specifically because I like the red pips. It makes it so that the hearts and diamonds stand out. As you can see, this one's pretty worn out. You may be able to tell the edges are pretty worn out, but I like it anyways. Next on the list is the Ghost, specifically the white Ghost. The black Ghost is also nice, but I didn't include it. I just don't really like the big, wide, kind of spray painted borders. But the white Ghost I really like. You can see it handles nicely still. Faces are nice. I like how these red indices look. Ace of Spades, nice. The Jokers are nice. Overall, just a really nice deck, obviously. And a lot of people like it, and I can see why. And personally, I prefer white decks over black decks just because of durability. The black decks, the borders will, like the Black Tiger deck you just saw, the borders will fade away and not be very good. Next on the list, the Infinity. Just because anything Illusionist does or 311 does, especially Illusionist, is pretty good. And again, you get your double backers, you get really nice custom faces, I like that, metallic inks, the borders, custom pips, Jokers are interesting, court cards are nice, with a bit of a different style border, and the Ace of Spades is pretty interesting, almost looks like a heart. I can't wait to see if there's more in this series, and what they might look like. There's the back design. Overall, I really like the Infinities. Oh, wait a minute. That's funny. There's the Black Ghost. I have it on the list. I have it on there. I'm not sure what happened, but it's pretty cool. Nonetheless, we'll look at it. I like these Jokers with the hand thing. That's really nice. Overall, again, a nice deck. See, this is what I don't like too much, is these thick black borders. But it is a nice deck. I'm not sure how it got there. I must have put it to my mistake. Oh well. Couple more to go. Next is the Gargo deck from Lance Miller. He's got some new accelerator decks coming. A regular one, and then a black one and a white one. This one, as you can see, the faces are all metallic-y silver with some red pips. And the indices, black on the court cards. Jokers are pretty interesting and everything. Ace of Spades. Not one of my favorites because it's kind of hard to make everything out. But it's nice overall. The back design is where it really shines though. And the quality, again, it's one of the first decks that had a magic finish on it. And it's just really good quality. Looks fantastic. And yeah, and it has a nice gaff card as well. But no double backer. And unfortunately, my box has somehow sustained minor damage. Alright, next on the list, the Guardians. Again, a nice deck, especially the 311 version. The back design is really nice. It's one of my favorite parts of the deck. Quality is really good. Faces are nice. And overall, it's just a really nice deck. Ace of Spades is fantastic. Jokers are interesting. I like it. And of course, this one has a double backer. The USB-C version does not. It has a blank card. Alright, two more to go. Make your guesses. Alright, one of them is the Dragonbacks. The bicycle Dragonbacks. Especially these gold Dragonbacks. They just look phenomenal. I like the way these look. I like the golds and the reds that they used. I like the original Dragonbacks as well, and the blue ones. But these ones just, I don't know, there's something about them. Fairly standard faces, although the colors are a little bit different. Fairly standard deck of bicycle cards. But that back design,